have to hand it to Digital Extremes. TennoCon 2023 was a huge success, and it gave me chills to see Warframe constantly evolving. When Space Mom said that Warframe will be forever, it gave me that sense of relief that the team has no plans of abandoning a masterpiece despite their effort to pursue other projects, such as investing in the new game of Airship Syndicate called Wayfinder and dividing the original Warframe team, so that they can work in another project called Soulframe. Now, I did not get the drift of Soulframe, to be honest, and it didn't give me that same excitement I had with the upcoming content of Warframe. As a Warframe player first, the slow gameplay turns me off. However, this doesn't mean I don't like the game. If you have been supporting me since day one, then you also know that I'm a big Souls game fanboy. Just a fanboy since I kind of suck at playing the game, dying multiple times before I can even end one single boss fight, but that sense of achievement on defeating one hard-ass boss is just rewarding for me. I like the concept, and I think that Soulframe will turn out to be my number 2 best game once it is released. From Software, the developer of the Soulframe series has given me lots of ass-whooping, but satisfying memories in the past, and I paid for every game they released except for Bloodborne, which was the best game I have missed from the developer. While the combat is simple and a bit off in my opinion, still I will still support Soulframe, as it's turning out to be the game I have dreamt of for so many years. A Souls game with endless possibilities. It will be a live service, which means the developer can constantly put updates in the game. Add more bosses, add more loot, and the possibilities are endless. Not to mention that it will be free to play, so it's a big win for me. Truly, I am thankful to Digital Extremes right now as they hit the spot of providing games that I love playing. Actual, free-to-play games that you can sink thousands of hours playing, and I'm very excited for both the future of Warframe and the release of Soulframe. However, there's one thing that I'm concerned about right now, and I want to talk about it in this video. Some players in the Warframe community are experiencing a thing we often call Fomo right now in internet slang, a fear of missing out, and is caused by the recent promotion of Digital Extremes with their new Heirloom Skin bundle. Now, I have posted this having leaked in the PlayStation 5 before TennoCon 2023 started, and many said that the price is not worth it. As you can see, the Frost and Mag heirloom skins are a must, for fashion framers in the game. It's elegant and cool, and I think most of you agree that these skins are the best for both Frost and Mag right now. In my previous video, the pack cost $135 as I was browsing the Australian version of the store. When I tried the United States version, it cost about $70, and when I click it on the in-game market, it's around 2013 Philippine peso, which is like $35. You might say that it's cheap for me. It's a hack living in Southeast Asia since it's much cheaper to buy it compared to other countries, but despite this fact, you must also remember that I live in a third world wherein that amount of money could provide 2 days of 3 meals for a day. Don't get me wrong, as I know that buying the collection is a matter of choice, but what I'm trying to say here is that it's still expensive just for a skin. My question is, why did they even bundle it with Aya when they could have made a separate version of it, sold a bundle for Frost and Mag, and then sold them both in a collection bundle if the players wanted the 2 new skins? I think this leaves a bad taste to players, since they think that Digital Extremes combine the most awful selling tactics, which are forced bundling and inflating the price of the bundle. The only hack right now to save up to $55 is to change location, say get purchased in Indonesia or Philippines, and get the bundle for cheap, which is, by the way, I don't recommend doing as you might get in trouble for changing the location. Now, I don't want to nitpick, but since we are already talking about monetization, I would just like to bring up also the recent controversy on Wayfinder. So, you all know that Wayfinder is developed by Airship Syndicate and published by Digital Extremes. On its early access, things got wild because of the server issues and players can't even get into the game that they paid for early access. But that's not the only problem that the game was experiencing. There are also complaints about greedy monetization models as they have bundled their rune silver in the worst-selling tactic. To make it short, there are packs in the game that will give you 1100 rune silver, but many of the items in the game will cost about 1150 rune silver, so you would need to buy the next pack, which is 2300, so you would get that item. This is a very common strategy within the free-to-play genre, as developers want to catch all those whales who will spend lots of cash just to get what they want fast. Eventually, this backfired and the developer did end up changing their monetization strategy. Now, I'm just curious if Digital Extremes have something to do with this, as Wayfinder was pretty open that they'll be following the monetization of Warframe. If this is happening right now, then is it true that Warframe is turning into a greedy game? Is the Tencent curse finally spreading in the game? I don't know right now, and I hope that Digital Extremes won't ruin their game because of silly and greedy monetization models, because honestly, there are lots of things to look forward to in Warframe. Since the day that Tencent acquired the right to Warframe, the community was skeptical that the company will ruin the game they love. And then the mobile version was announced, and we all know how greedy the monetization model of mobile gaming is. I just hope that they will not ruin their work because of this crazy monetization model. The heirloom pack is just trending right now, and like it or not, players will spend their money on that frost skin. It's just the way it is, and there are lots of players in the Warframe community who dislike missing out on something, and it's crazy to think that the developers are taking advantage of this. But Squad Leader, it's just a skin, and it doesn't affect your game whatsoever. Well lads, a simple skin can make a difference sometimes in Warframe. If you don't like Frost, then you would be interested in playing the Warframe with that skin. The same as other games, such as Apex Legends or even Dota 2. While you don't like the hero or legend, you will be interested in playing it once that character is all dressed up fancy and it catches your attention. Now, I would also love to hear your thoughts about this topic. Are you excited about the future of Warframe? Is the Heirloom Collection really overpriced? Or did you buy it already? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.